You want to feel good about yourself. You want to be able to feel proud at the end of the day to look at all of the goals you accomplished.
It's a lot of snow, but the
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is your first time here. As you can tell by the name of this video, I'm going to be going over a few quick tips that help me with my time management. It may or may not help you, but I thought I should just hop on here really quick and tell you some things that work for me. Before we get started, I want to encourage you all to subscribe to my channel. I will be posting new content every single Wednesday, and I promise you will not want to miss it. And so that we don't waste time, let's just go straight into the time management tips. The first tip is actually one that I do daily, and that is to set 3 goals. So every single day I have this notepad where I'll go the day before and I'll write down 3 goals that I want to accomplish the next day. And that really helps me just because during the day there are always going to be more things that pop up. For instance, if you're at work, you might get a new email that pops up and there's something that you need to do, or you might break something and then you have to go get it fixed, or you might run out of something in your fridge and you need to go to the grocery store. There's a lot of things that pop up throughout the day, but I just like to write down 3 goals ahead of time. That way I can make sure at the end of the day I can look back and know that I was productive. So I write down 3 goals. I know some people write down 5 goals, but I would rather write down 3, and then as the day progresses, just have new things that come up and then add those onto my goals and then get that done. Tip number 2 is one that I actually learned while I was in college, but it really helped me stop procrastinating. Once I graduated high school and went to Howard, I knew that I had a procrastination problem. So one thing that I did from jump, which actually really ended up helping me, is essentially faking the due date for assignments. So if the assignment was due on Friday, I would write it down to be due on Wednesday or on Thursday. And that really helped because that way I wouldn't be up Friday night until 11:59 submitting this assignment rushing. I would be up Wednesday night or Thursday night, but regardless, it wouldn't be late. I used to tend to push it to the last minute and just do the assignment the day of. But this way, even if I did do it what seemed to be the day of, it still was 1 or 2 days before, and then none of my assignments would ever be late. So that really helped me with my time management skills. Tip number 3 is one that I have adapted into my daily routine post-grad, but if you are still in college or going into college, I would really recommend you doing this as well. It'll help you with your other endeavors in life. So tip number 3 is to set office hours. So for me, I am a digital content director and reporter during the day from 9 to 6. So I take a quick break to go eat dinner around like 6 to 6:30ish or 6 to 7ish, just to unwind from my day, to eat, relax. But then from 7 to 9 are my set office hours for myself. So between 7 to 9 is when I will plan out content for YouTube, or I'll look into vendors for my business, or I'll go and have a meeting about my podcast. Basically just making sure that from 7 to 9, I'm working on things for myself to make sure that my professional development is getting better. And I would definitely encourage you all to do that. If your last class is at 4:30 and you know that by 4:30 you'll be done with everything for the day, you can set office hours for yourself from 6 to 7, so that way you can still hang out with your friends and go to the caf between 4:30 and 6 o'clock, and then from 7 until 11 you can go out to a party or do whatever. But just making sure during those office hours you can go and you can work on your resume, or you can do your homework, or you can do something for one of the clubs and organizations that you're involved in. Basically just setting time so that way you can put yourself ahead every single day. Tip number 4 is to put your phone on Do Not Disturb while you're working. This has been a big help for me personally because I am a FaceTimer, so I'll get random FaceTimes throughout the day from my friends, but once my phone is on Do Not Disturb, I won't see them, because if I'll see the FaceTime while I'm working from home, I might answer it and then get distracted and then end up not paying full attention to my work. So what I've been doing ever since I started working from home, I'll have my phone on Do Not Disturb from 9 to 6. That way I can put my full attention into my job and making sure that I'm getting all of my tasks done. And then once I'm done with my work, once I have that free time to relax, then I'll take it off of Do Not Disturb. So I heavily encourage that, especially if you are like me, where you can get absorbed into social media or into a podcast or something. Just try to put your phone on Do Not Disturb. That way you can go to your notifications later and you'll see everything, but you don't need to see it right then and there when it happens. Having it on Do Not Disturb, you can still go and look at all of your notifications, but you don't need to know things exactly when it happens. You don't need to see this text as soon as it happens, or this Instagram post, or someone responding to your story. You don't need to see it right then and there. You can see it once your work is finished. Tip number 5 is something that I've started to do recently, and I would say it definitely helps me on those days where I'm tired and I'm feeling kind of sluggish and I don't really want to be super efficient and productive, but I know that I have to be. So tip number 5 is to reward yourself for those productive days. For instance, if you have a list of 5 goals for the day, you can tell yourself, once I finish 3 of these goals, I'm gonna go on Netflix and watch my favorite movie. Or once I have all 5 goals done, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna buy myself some Krispy Kreme donuts or something. Basically, think of something that you know you want to do that day. Try to have a benchmark so that way once you have that certain amount of goals finished, then you can go and you can do what it is that you want to do. Or if you know that you want to go and you want to take your phone off of Do Not Disturb, or you want to go hang out with your friends, or whatever it is that you want to do, just try to do it once your homework is done. It also doesn't have to be goal-based, it can be time-based. So if you are a student and you're reading something for class and you have to read 5 chapters, you can just say, you know what, I'm going to read as much as I can from now until 6:30, and then once 6:30 hits, I'll take a break. I'll take my phone off of Do Not Disturb. I'll respond to my friends. I'll laugh and joke. And then at 7, I'll get right back on it and then finish my reading. So it can be goal-based or time-based, but just make sure that you're rewarding yourself, because when you're doing all this work, you want to feel good about yourself. You want to be able to feel proud at the end of the day to look at all of the goals you accomplished. So those are my 5 quick tips for time management. I want to thank you all so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel to get more content like this, and I'll see you in the next video.